Okay, let's talk about this topic that you do not see in different areas. Okay, when do you sell? When do you hold? And when do you buy? Now, I struggle with this for a quite some time, especially when SHIB was moving up. I had opportunities to sell and I'll hold on to the bag just a little bit too long. Got some profits, very blessed, but I hold on it way too long. All right. So I struggle with that. I struggle also with Saitama, where I could have sold earlier, where I'm looking at the bag, but I'm sitting there thinking, it's going to go higher. So I was playing the long game where I should have been playing the mid game. All right. And then went to HODL and not sell. So I had projects or in my wallet, where I should have hold on longer. And one of the projects I would tell you that I should have held on longer was, what was it called? I should have hang on longer. What was it called? I can't think of it. I can't think of it right now. It's gonna come in my mind. I can't think of it, but I should have held on longer. So the question is, when should you buy? When should you sell? When you should hold? Sometimes your gut's telling you the biggest thing is have a strategy. Because a lot of times when you buy into a cryptocurrency, that's a short-term play. In your mind, you're like, long term, I'm here for the long term. Based on the whole graphics, it's a short-term play. You're like, that's a short term. That's kind of more of a couple of weeks, a month, if you want to play the short game. All right. There are short-term plays if you want to go that far. And you do not have to go that far. You don't have to jump into short-term plays. All right. So take the glasses off. Yes, there's videos done, there's tweets, there's information, but that's just to inform you to say, this is short term. This is long term. This is midterm. So you got to be thinking like, all right, this project here, I should have hold longer based off your plans and whatever. I made the mistake of hold all of it. I made the mistakes of I should have bought. I should have bought more. Like Shiba, I told you the story back in 2020. I should have bought Shiba in 2020. I was told I didn't do it. That's the time I should have bought. The time I should have hold was, I'm trying to think of the cryptocurrency. I should have hold longer, but I didn't. I started selling out of it. And then, that was just what it was. I know what it was. I just remember what it was. XRP. XRP I should have held a little bit longer, and it was going up close to $1. I sold at 50, 60 cents. That motherfucker went close to $1. And I sat there in a dark room and I sold. That's XRP. So I should have held a little bit longer because the chart and information was telling me I need to hold this. I need to hold this longer. So that's my mistake. And then sell. I should have sold. I should have took more profits during the Saitama run. Okay? So those are 3 examples that I should have. I'm sitting here looking at the phone and I didn't realize it. So guys, I'm just trying to, not financial advice, I'm getting you to think that when to buy, sell, and hold. And don't look at every project as a long term. Don't look at every project as a short term. And don't look at every project it's a midterm. Because honestly, right now, it's just open season for a lot of these projects, right? They're low. They're all-time low on some of these. Now, the thing about it is that you got to have a strategy. So with SHIB, you got people going to hold. You got people going to hold through anything to SHIB. A damn Blizzard. They're going to hold through SHIB because they believe it. SHIB is more long-term. SHIB is long-term for a lot of people. So it's probably in a long-term category because news is going to be dropping soon. You know, they got the Shibarium going on. They got the game going on. They got a lot of holders. There's a lot of whales that's in it. So that's not going to work. Also, you got to think about Dogecoin's another one that they just passed the market cap of Coinbase or the Coin. They just passed the market cap of Coinbase. Is that what it was? Coinbase? They just passed the market cap. I was just reading about it, and they have a larger market cap than Coinbase. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. That tells me that that community, that could be a long-term play. It could be a short-term play, mid-term play, right? So those are the ones that you can be like, I'm okay waiting if you decide to make that long-term. All right. Now, I don't want to name projects that's short-term because I don't want to put their business all out there. But you can kind of look at one. You can be like, I'm glad he tweeted. I'm glad he did this because maybe I can use this in my repertoire. See, sometimes I think what happens is a person goes into it in their wrong mindset. They're like, oh, I just saw a video on it. Man, yeah, maybe I can get in at the bottom and then get a little bit out of it once it moves. But what happens is you hold on too long, price come down, you're going to blame the whole freaking army. But that's what I'm saying. So to me, is that look at long-term plans that have the big community, some blue chip. There's a bunch of blue chips out there. They're more long-term. The fundamentals as well. I think in community projects, you have to be careful. The dev team, the utilities, you got to look at where direction they're going. What are they doing different than other projects are? Look for the long term, look for something that's different than other ones. Otherwise, some of them can be decent plays. They just could be just short term. You know, they could just be short term play here. I made the mistake by looking at projects too long term because it started out all of this pomp and circumstance, but then eventually started to drop down. Like they started to slow things down and they start running out of money. They start losing these things, but then you already wrapped up long term. So now I will look at a lot of projects, probably short to mid term. A lot of them are short to mid term, unless you are a Shiba or you are a project that's different than a lot of them. You can still be long term. You can be. I'm not saying project A is short term and the project B is long term. But look at the whole scope of things. Look at it. Look at the marketing. Look at the holders. Look at the utility. Look at all that kind of thing. Because see, right now, people are scrambling around. They're trying to like, what to get into, what to get out to, what a hold. So money is still, listen, money is still there. A lot of people are on the fence because it's fear, it's trust. It's a lot of that going on. It's honestly, it's not a money problem. There's people that got money that just don't have that. They're just not enough closure, respect. It's definitely there. So when people are saying, "Oh, it's not enough money," I mean, it's definitely money. It's definitely money out there. It's just that can you be the one to kind of grow that gap, a little bit? And I think some people has been hurt by project like Saitama. I know people have been hurt by that. People have been hurt by Saitama. Saitama was on fire, and I think people was disappointed because it didn't move as fast, and there was some other things going on, and I think that people were hurt by it. I mean, this really was just hurt by it. But I would say is that go in thinking maybe put your foot in a little bit, and if it does some things, keep adding in. They always say only invest as more you're willing to lose, as what you're willing to lose. So recent NFT buys. I have not bought any NFTs, actually. I really kind of slowed down on NFTs, and I tell you why. The NFTs, in my opinion, they got to deliver something that's actually value. It can't just be, I think staking, I think it's okay, but it's got to bring something more valuable. Staking is fine, but it's got to be more valuable. I think NFT game in 2023 is going to take off because NFTs, they're going to be used in different situations. They're going to be used for access to certain parties, certain events. That's what I'm looking for. An NFT project or a meme project, come out with something different because we keep hearing about staking, it's the same genre. One project's done this project. It's like everyone's copying and pasting, but bring me something different other than staking. Nothing against it. I'm just saying, but it's being used a lot. And staking could be an alternative, but the one that's going to bring out something a little bit different to the table, to the fundamentals, those are the ones it's going to succeed. And you got to have some value of it. You got to give a reason to get it, not because it looks good. You got to give a reason to have it. Maybe an NFT, I can take this NFT and it's access me to the movie theaters. For maybe the NFT's partner with Regal or AMC or something like that. And that's used as the NFT. That's what I would do. For me, I would go out and get partnerships. Partnerships. So that means you buy my NFT, you can use this at a movie theater or a grocery store or something. I will go out there and get some partnerships because staking is okay. You're just getting more tokens or you get Ethereum or whatever. That's okay. That's a nice alternative. That's still a valuable thing. But bring me something different to the table. And I think that's what people are waiting for. There's money out there. There is money out. People say there's a shitload of money on the sidelines. The market has a lot to do with it, why people are kind of like hesitant on certain things. The market it's down. All right. It's down. It does have a lot of those things. But also, I think people are looking for something, either something that's hype and everybody's talking about. That's one way you can get people in. Two is that having fundamentals. That's just different. And then three, taxes. I don't think people want to go in projects where it's 10% taxes, 12%. I don't think people want that. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. I don't think people want all these taxes. I think anything below 4, there you go. Like anything below 5, I should say. Anything past 5, people are going to be hesitant on it. I'm just telling you. I'm not trying to knock off any project if your tax is over 5%. I'm just telling you. People are not going to think of like, I don't know. Especially if it's buy and sell tax is like 10% or more. People are going to be like, I don't know about that. I'm just telling you. So don't get it all personal. Oh, our personal is 10%. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying. Below 5% is enough. Worry about getting more holders in. That's what I'm like. Listen, we're going to roll with 4% marketing liquidity. Let's say it's that, right? We're going to get more holders. Why? It's because we had something different. Not the same thing. It's a different name and a different message. No, we're different. Literally, you could take your NFT and you can go up down the street and fill your gas tank up. You got a partnership with Shell's gas station. You got a partnership with Quick Trip or something like that. And something valuable. You do realize that somebody come up with that would be like, I'll put 20 grand in. I'll put 10 grand in. But we keep using the same old kind of things because you're not being creative. Now, some are being creative. Some are actually being creative. So I'm just saying, guys, if you got to take time to release your stuff, take your time and release it. Don't just release it out there and get the callers and get it out. 2023. I think you're going to have more projects. It's going to be thinking like, you know what? We can't do like we did in 2022. We got to be original. We got to be a little bit different. There are going to be better projects. I'm going to say better. There are going to be more innovating projects, community projects, and even blue chip projects. They're going to pop up. I'm going to tell you that, right? The market, in my opinion, will start rebounding, in my opinion, in January. I think the market will start showing a little bit of life in January. I do think this month we'll have some ups and downs. We're just going to have ups and downs for the rest of this year. Tomorrow could be green. Friday could be red. Saturday could be red. We're going to be this up and down little game, I think, for the rest of the year. And I think somewhere around January, we may start to make some moves, January and February, and then we'll see what happens with the whole inflation and the federal taxes and all that kind of thing. We'll see what happens. But I do think we could start showing some life, more like January, maybe February. But at this time, I would be thinking innovative. Don't try to release your stuff so fast and build. Because what happens is you spend all your money, your hype is gone, and then what you got? Then 2 weeks now, you're just scrambling. Oh, the hype is gone, and then you're done. Then you're done. To me, I would keep the taxes to a point where it makes sense to anybody. The next thing, what I would do is negotiate. I would negotiate with a lot of different chains. I will negotiate. 2, I'm like, all right, if we're gonna have utilities out the first day, we're gonna have one. We'll probably have multiple because we spend time collecting all the data and raising money and different things like that. That way, come on down. We got NFTs. We got all this. You can show an NFT. Go to Walmart. Go ahead and pick up that nice T-shirt that you've been looking for because your NFT. We worked out a deal with Walmart worldwide. Is that let's say the Walmart logo's on there, just just kind of make them feel good. 10% off, 15% off. I'm making an example, but that's kind of stuff that I think the investor, the regular investor that's not in the crypto, they can relate to this. They can be like, I can get in this. So I started thinking when you buy, sell, and hold. You buy when you see opportunity. Obviously, you see long-term, short-term, midterm, based on strategy. Hey, I'm going to get into this project. They got all these good things going on. All right. Then the second thing is I'm going to say when you hold. Well, when you see life, when you see things are active, and then my plan, I got a little bit of a plan. And then long-term is like blue chip type stuff. It really is. To be honest, long-term is like blue chip stuff. Like Shiba and Doge are exception. There are a couple of meme projects out there that's more that has the long-term deal. They do. There's some out there because I don't want to just say Shiba and Doge is the only one. There are some out there, but a lot of them they're short to mid-terms until they bring more to the table to allow me to stay. I'm not saying that, but until they bring some and Vault Inu is long-term. Vault Inu is definitely long-term. But they started out being we didn't know what Vault was going to be. They got 100 exchanges. They long-term. Vault is going to be $1 billion market cap at some point because they got that mindset, the community. They got some things I feel like they will want to change and things like that and add, but that's like any project. But they're headed there. They're headed to $1 billion market cap. Now, when that happens, I don't know, but they're headed there. If it was a bull run right now, Vault would be $1 billion market cap. If the bull run, if it just so happens, they're saying it's okay to buy the cryptocurrency today. If Powell, your boy Powell, got up there in the mic and said, you know what? Inflation's over. Or the war is over. The president said that. President Biden said, the war is over. We're good. It's time to buy crypto. People will be jumping for joy because that gave them a little bit more of a clarity and insurance, reassurance. Vault would go up along with several other projects. They will go up. Bitcoin will go completely up. Ethereum, all that stuff. Absolutely. But we don't have that right now. But Vault, to me, based on the research I gather, it would be $1 billion market cap if this was a bull run. That's just my opinion. It's about 100 million right now. So, I mean, come on, they will be. So that's where, there's other projects out there will improve and things like that. But this is the time that when you're buying it, you're researching it. When you buy a project, it's connected with you. It's kind of like, that thing is on my arm. Don't buy it and then forget about it. And then you come back in to Telegram or Discord or Twitter. What happened? What happened? That's on you, bro. When you buy it, it got to be on your arm. You checking that thing like a hawk. That's your investment, man. That's part of your ecosystem, your portfolio. So Is it okay to buy? I can't tell you to buy, but there's opportunity to buy. Is it okay to hold? There's opportunity to hold because, things are not going to stay like this. And I think what happens, I think people sell at the wrong time. Right now, what I sell depends. Depends. This is probably, I'll be honest with you, this is probably time to hold and buy. You ain't hearing from me. Sell, if you up profit, yeah, go ahead and do that. So think of something original. One thing I will tell you, things to look for is AI. AI is coming, guys. It's already here. I think in the next couple of months, whatever, you're going to see a lot of AI projects, or you're going to see projects incorporating the artificial intelligence inside there. I think that's another bridge that can go towards the metaverse. It kind of makes sense in a way because we're not completely ready to metaverse. I know I see all these renderings out there, but no one's releasing anything, but not many's releasing things. But I think the AI intelligence it's coming. It's definitely coming. Some project is already there. Avatar, the one I'd be checking out, they got an artificial intelligence right now where literally you can type in a celebrity. It's a / avatar. There's an artificial intelligent bot that's already transformed in there, and it literally will pull out a celebrity of your choice. And then it also have an artificial intelligent messenger bot. You can ask that thing anything and it's like Google. It's Google on steroids. So, and then of course the tracker, the Twitter tracker is starting to be a hot thing. When somebody tweets, see, these are new things that's popping up. So when you're looking at buying, you want to see things that, what y'all doing different? Y'all doing different. That's what you kind of want to look for. You want to look for things that they incorporate new things, because crypto is a game of changes and swings and trends and what's working and what's not working. So when you're buying, you're like, you got an AI bot up in here? All right, I think I may look into this more, because that's what we are. 2023, we're going to see a lot of AI stuff going on, not just in crypto, but you're going to see it in NFTs. You're going to see in metaverse incorporating stuff of that stuff in. It's coming. To me, crypto is going nowhere. It's very innovating. I think it's one of the best spaces here. Yes, it's corrupt. Yes, there's some bad apples, but there's a lot of good apples out there. There's a lot of good apples. There's a lot of good influence apples. Guys like Zach Humphreys, guys like Austin Hilton, guys like Crypto Shop, guys like, there's a bunch of names, the Your Pops of the world, the Jay Gagans of the world, the I Am Brutes, the Ians. There's some really good guys out there. I'm sorry, I may be missing some people. There's a lot of people out there. The Classic Crypto. There's a lot of people. Oh, my boy, Crypto Journey. There's a lot. There's a community. There's Crypto Dev. There's Crypto Empress. There's Alpha Male. There's so many names out there. I know I'm missing people. There's a whole list of people. But there are some good apples. There are some bad apples out there that's out there to get you. Listen, this is the time to reevaluate. If you see a project, don't just diss it. It may not be for you. The reason why I like doing videos and tweets and stuff is to inform you. Because to me, I wish I had somebody to inform me for me to say yes or no. That one project, I've always said, all you need is one good winner. You get in at the right time, boom. It could change things for you. That's all I'm saying. We don't know. Crypto is one of those things we don't know what they're going to do. There's a lot of blue chips projects ain't worth nothing. There's some blue chip projects ain't worth nothing. There's some meme coin projects, a community project, I would call it. They are worth something. It's just you don't know. So when people say, I'm going to play it safe, it depends on what safe you're buying. Now, if you're buying the big boys, you're good. Ethereum, Bitcoin, Binance, XRP, Polygon, Avalanche, some of those I like those. You're kind of safe. But now if you're taking some risks and buying some other ones that's kind of down the list a little bit, and they may not be functioning all that well, I don't know. One thing I like about community projects is that I can be a part of the community. I can see what's in there. There's some good ones, and there's some, ones that just need to get better. I ain't trying to bust anybody out a little bit. So let me look at some chats here. I got BRL. What's going on, community? BRL. Bull runners in the house. Okay. It's a gym with a strong community. Not only is equity locked for 10 years, but when Steve the Ledge. Only thing I have to think about BRL, the taxes are high, and I think that does scare people. Just from people that came to me, just subscribers and customers and things like that. They literally come to me, and I'll be transparent. They say the taxes are just too high. That's what they said. And that's why I said that they said it's a good community. They said the taxes are too high. Nothing against it. Steve is great. Love Steve. Steve Rocker Crypto. You got a lot of good people in. They say the taxes are too high. That's what they're telling me. I will be honest with you. When everything you guys tell me, I'll tell you what the feedback I'm getting. I'm really am. I'm getting the feedback. So you throw me a project, I may have got the feedback from it. And I'll be honest with you. But yeah, they're literally saying the taxes are too high. They're saying it's too high. And you got to understand, here's the thing, guys. When you are a crypto project, there's 4.5%. I did this on my channel. 4.5% of people is investing into crypto. 4.5%. So it's basically, it's the same people in and out. What you got to think about when you're a crypto project, how can I get the regular investor? How? So if you get John down the street and you're telling him to pay 10 or 12% on tax, I'm not dicking the bull run, because bull run's a solid project. But you got to think about the other thing. And that's what you got to look for. So, but you got to look at the person who don't know anything about crypto. So the biggest thing you have to do, you got to make it feel like, John, I've never seen a cryptocurrency. I saw Bitcoin once in a mall and I forgot about it. And yes, you got to be thinking about that person. That's what you got to look at. I think that crypto adoption, I think it's got to start, and I think community projects, something that people are not talking about. Everybody going on these blue chips, I get all that. But people want to be part of community. You do realize that how to get John down the road is really going to be a community project. It's not going to be Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to be people who's got wallets. They got pockets. Ethereum, the same thing. But little Timmy, little Timmy, my little Timmy, but little John Douglas, they want to be part of the community. More people want in the community. That's something that Blue Chip Project, other than Vault and Shiba and Dogecoin. Yes, I put Vault in that category because I really think they are, man. They're doing all the things that's right. And there's some project I really wish BTFA was on their way. And they just fumbled the ball. They fumbled it, man. BTFA was on its way. I'm just looking at the Telegram here. They some project was just on its way. Shiba Doge is still in there. Shibnobi, they're in there. They're in there. They ain't over yet. They're in there. But they got a chance to get up there as well. But Zenu and some other ones there as well. But what I'm saying is, projects, how can I get the everyday investor? Because right now, 4.5% is investing to crypto. So it's really the same people going in and out. And one thing you got to be thinking, if your project, how many people are you adding on a daily, weekly basis? If you're not adding numbers, that's not good. It's the bottom line. Yes, you can have whales, but it's only going to be so many whales that's willing to get in your project, because that whale is probably in the blue chips and probably some of the blue chip meme coins or community coins. And the blue chip community coins is Vault, in my opinion, Shiba, Dogecoin. Those three are, to me, kind of like your blue chip community meme, whatever project. I know I'm forgetting about a few. I'm sorry. I might be forgetting about a few more. Avatar website, have the image shoes. Yeah, it's I'm looking at it right now. The Avatar website is working. Check out the Twitter page. Thanks for the super chat. Check out their Twitter page. Just go to their Twitter page and type in Avatar 2.0 community. So you should be good though. Their Telegram is working. Thanks for the super chat as well. On this one there, BRL is a gem. Yeah, I'm just telling what other people telling me. They were saying the taxes are too high, and that's why they won't buy into it. Because I think that scares them. And fees and taxes, that just scares an average investor. And you got to think about this, guys. Even people that's in the crypto, that 4%, half of that percentage is on a basic income. See, that's what they got to think about. Half of that, it could be less than that. They only making so much money. So if you're taking the taxes and things like that, they only going to put so much in there. That's why, and I figured this out. I could be wrong on this. That's why the ones that complain the most only put a little bit in, because that's all they got. It took me a long time to figure this out. I'm like, the people that complains the most put in the less. And I started to think, why is that? Why not the person who's putting in thousands and thousands of dollars? They're not complaining all that much. They're like, yeah, I'm not happy, but we'll see what happens. They're more cooler because they got income coming in. But the person, Melissa and Gerald, they only put in a $500, and that's all they can put in. Is some shit going down, they're going to be pissed, and they're going to be all over the place because that's all they got. And that's really, honestly, that's a decent portion of crypto investors. The ones that only got so much. Now, you got some, they got a lot. Yeah, you. But you only got so much. So when you're taking away, you got to be transparent for these people. You got to make it look like, I am a low investor. Do I got a chance to triple and quadruple my profit? Legitly. I think if you can reach to that without really taking so much out of them, more people will probably come in, and especially make it easy to enroll into your community. Come on in. All right. Absolutely. I just think you need projects that can reach newer people. But here's the thing. It's not having the fundamentals. It's not enough. You got to have the freaking marketing. You got to have the marketing. You got to have the reach. You can be the greatest project ever and don't get no buyers and don't get no traction and don't get no Telegram, Discord members. Don't get no Twitter follow, no YouTube. You can have all the technology you want. You ain't got nobody in, bruh. You ain't got nobody in. Ain't got nobody in. They ain't got nothing done. Remember, Shiba didn't have nothing when they started. Nothing. They had nothing. But what they had community and they had organic marketing. Those fools was everywhere. I remember Shiba in the early days. My crazy tail didn't buy in 2020. I was told I didn't do it because I just didn't do it. I bought months later, but I didn't do it when I was supposed to do. And that's the one I'm saying of when to buy is when there was opportunity. And at that time, Shiba was the Shiba Army, and they still are, there was some freaking hawks. And I'm like, damn, don't you love communities that they're hawk, they're everywhere. That's when you want to kind of be like, damn, all right. So, plus rewards. Oh, thanks for the super chat, CEO. Plus rewards are USDC completely to the community from the market lot. So high tax, but nothing to unstable. Plus rewards with no fees. Well, I got perfectly for BRL. See, it works out perfectly for BRL, but does it work out perfectly for the new person to understand that? I get it. I'm not knocking out BRL at all. It is a sound project. I did look into it. But the people that I was told, they were like, it's just too high. And so when do I actually get more of that benefit? So that means I have to buy more to receive more. Obviously, that's the way it works. But I think what they see is just the taxes. They see, how a person that only have a budget, they go to the grocery store, they always looking at the price tags. How much is this? It's $45. No, we're not getting that. Let's get the $26 one because of low taxes and low price. That's how they look at crypto. Not everybody, but your backbone, they only got so much money. They only got so much. So And remember, like I was saying, it's only 4.5%. 4.5% of people invested into crypto. Now, that number is going to grow in 2023. So you got to be ready. Don't give up projects, new, existing, and thinking about it. Don't give up. Crypto is going to continue to grow. It's going to take some valleys. It's going to take some valleys. Ain't going nowhere. Especially Trump talking about buying my Trump cards and him saying use your crypto and the Trump cards. I'm like, remember, Trump literally said he ain't like no crypto. He's like, I don't believe in crypto. Also now is making some money. He on some crypto. He literally said it. Buy crypto with my Trump card. That's why I'm starting thinking next year is going to be an amazing year for crypto. I don't care. I just feel it, man, because we're going through some tough times. But it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year for Bitcoin, Ethereum. It's going to be a good year. And it's going to be a good year for meme or community projects. Because the average investor, that's where they're going to go. Yeah, they're going to go. It's easy to draw them in. People won't go with hype. You know, that's what they do. You'll have a selection of people go with hype. You're some people are going to go to fundamentals. Several people are going to go to here. So if I'm in a project, I'm always thinking about how I can get Jonathan, who never saw crypto, how can I get him in my community? And maybe I need to do a poll. Like, what will it take to get people inside my community? What do we need to do? You know, and really, honestly, you adapt based off not your current community members, not just them. So yes, but the people out there. You may, and I think the big thing also is partnerships. That's something I don't see a lot of community projects. I don't see this as much. I don't see them getting partnerships. I'm not talking about CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. Everybody put that on the damn website. And I'm talking about partnerships. Great. Listen, fool, we got Target coming in. It don't have to be that. It don't have to be Target. We got the Dollar General store in. Listen, man, if I can use my NFT and my crypto coins to go to the dollar store, the Family Dollar, listen, we gonna have the Family Dollar tonight. I'm gonna be like, listen, baby, pack up your wallet and your crypto. We're going to the dollar store tonight. I'm just saying, and that would make dollar store employees don't know nothing about crypto, but they got Joe's. So it's going to be a lot of offline stuff. It's going to be the reinvention. And that's what's going to happen. Crypto is going to get adopted at some point, and it's already starting to be, because I can go to the store. Certain stores are taking crypto. Some of them saying, hey, we take Bitcoin. You know, there's a dry cleaner right down the street. We take Bitcoin, literally. And they taking that Bitcoin. They taking it. And I talked to the lady. She said, we ain't selling none of this stuff because it's going to be worth something in a couple of years. Boom. I said, go on, girl. Go on, girl. Don't take no cash. Take that Bitcoin. Don't cash. Take that Bitcoin. I said, take that Bitcoin. No, don't do cash. Take that Bitcoin. Don't do cash. Listen, take that Bitcoin. Don't do cash. And she was like, yeah. But she was a few people that understand the fundamentals of how this market works. So down the street, she's like, yeah, man, I take Bitcoin. And people are literally coming in and, you know, they're swiping their stuff and their Bitcoin, all that kind of stuff. And she taking their Bitcoin. And I was like, yeah, she takes Bitcoin and I think she takes Ethereum. I think that's only two right now, just Bitcoin and Ethereum. But then there'll be some other ones I think she said she's going to try to do. Binance, XRP. But see, here's the thing, Vault, and all those coins in there. So what I'm saying is that you got to think like a business. You can't think just crypto and your 600 holders or your 600 community members. You got to go out there and be the hunter and be like, listen, how can I get more people that's not even crypto into our community? That's going to be the key. Because what's happening is the same 2% is just jumping from project to project to project. Oh, I'm in here. That's fine. to diversify. I ain't hating on that, but how far that gonna go? You only stretch the dollar so much. Maybe don't worry about the fundamentals. Worry about getting people in. Keep it basic. Let's get people in. For me, I'll be like partnerships. Let's get people in. We gotta get people in. Get people in. Basic roadmap, all this kind of stuff. Keep it simple. Get these people in. If you make it complex, that's gonna complex the new investor. Now, the existing investor and the principally in crypto, he or she might be all right. Now, some of them, if the taxes are fear, that's just what they are. So, and I understand. I'm not knocking. Say, thanks for your honesty. I'm hearing you, but I'm still bullish on staking these NFTs and a 3D booster for the bull stake. Then okay, that's great, Pretzel. But I'm not necessarily talking about yourself. I do think staking is still a good alternative. What I'm saying is the new person is not going to be worrying about no staking. They're going to be like, hey, how can I pay my bills with this NFT? But then you're going to be like, use your staking, you can cash out and all that kind of stuff. I get all that. But I think it's a visual thing. I think it's more about, how about the NFT is 10% off Sears? Oh, Sears is out of business. 10% off JCPenney. I'm just saying. I think that, and then what happens is you get all the JCPenney employees. You get them all over the world and all that kind of stuff. All of a sudden, you got like 15,000 members in. I think you got to like, even in the local places, to me, could it be adopted? You got to give a reason why they should carry it. And I think it could be a good alternative. If you tell them, hey, you know what? We got a meeting with the local restaurant, Applebee's. Anyway, and you just work something out with them. You can start locally. You get, and then shoot, you can start locally. Hey, Applebee's or the local, restaurant. You can pay with crypto. It can just start out basic. I'm just saying you got to get more people in. So let's say you at the mom and pop place, right? Pancakes, bacon, the works. You work out a deal like, listen, they can use their crypto to buy this. And then you're actually out there teaching people how to buy and sell and hold their crypto. Every customer is going to be through this. So let's say you may not use your crypto, you have your NFTs. Hey, NFT, you sit in the golden table. The second NFT, so all of a sudden you got the offline customers. Pretzel, I agree. Staking is a reward. I do enjoy staking. I'm just thinking beyond that is the person that don't even know. When I step out of this house, there's a 20% chance. No, there's a 80% chance they're not in crypto. 80% chance that I'm going to go up the street, other than there's a couple of people here, they know nothing about no crypto. And if they do, they're not in it. Those are the people, I think, in 2023, more projects, including the blue chips, including the community projects, they should be reaching. They should be like, that should be a priority. And because what's going to happen, you're just going to go around the circles. And if you're not adding on holders, look at the holder count and look at the community number count in your community. If that's not growing, then that could be a problem. And I've seen some of them. The number's still the same. Telegram, Discord. I see the numbers. I'm like, they ain't growing weeks. Not much. That's not good. That's not good. You may be happy, but it's not more people that's in. It's going to make your pockets better. It's going to make it better. It's going to make a break. You know why? Because the demand on the price, it will go up. More holders, more excitement. More opportunities for the long-term people or the early birds. So if I got 20 people in, they bought this, then my pocket's looking all right. Don't dump on them, by the way. My pocket's looking all right. But see, that's good for the overall of the project because now it's getting that exposure. I sit back here and think of all this. I write it down. I see a lot of projects. I see like, damn, wish they would do this. And no, I'm not a dev. I'm just telling you the things I would do. I don't roll out anything. Not until I got things together. I would do poll questions on everything before I even release anything. Taxes, utility, which I won't. because it seemed like it's just, the same stuff going around, which y'all won't. Like what y'all want, literally. What's going to make things better? And then I think the offline thing, I think, is very, very important, because I think there's a lot of people that's not on these actually streams. They don't know nothing about no damn crypto. But if I say, listen, you take your NFT and it is, and actually you can use this for certain things, absolutely. Or here's another thing: if you can't get the offline, get the online. Get the online business. There's a QR code on the actually NFT. Scan that bad boy and go ahead and use that for your online shopping. So maybe there are some things like that, but take it to another level. Yes, I know there's deals of where you can use your crypto and it's a third party. You can get things with Amazon, but take it a step higher. Take it a step higher. Absolutely. But look to do those type of things. How much bone would you make and buy? It just depends. Bone right now is, everything's on sale. It just depends on it really depends on your goal and your strategy and how much you want to make out of bone, how much you can afford to buy bone, because it is on sale in terms of price. Well, most things are on sale right now. It just depends. How much are you trying to make out of bone? And then you got to sit there and think, okay, if it's this, how much can I actually afford to do it? And then you have to all right, I got into this much, but I want to make this much. Then you may have to look at staking with Shiba Swap. You may have to look at just holding a little bit longer. Bone is not going to go anywhere. It's with the Shiba ecosystem. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's part of Shiba. I don't see it going anywhere. I could be wrong, but I don't see it going nowhere. So it's kind of more of one of those safe bets. It's not going to go anywhere. But you got to basically understand what you want to do with this asset. And I think everybody has to look at that is, if I'm going to invest into BRLs, it seems like they're really the same stuff. What's your goal with BRL? Realistic goal based on what you're investing into. You may have to do some DCA. You may do some staking like Pretzel is doing, which is good. Staking is a good way of earning. I love staking. I really love staking. You have to go back and kind of look at how much it's going to be. Just like anything else. Anything you're investing that you're trying to do, or if you're trying to invest in getting stronger, okay, how much hours do I need to work at the gym? What I need to eat? That kind of thing. So you just got to go back and really reevaluate stuff. This is what people should do. The good ones, I'm telling you. Use guys that's on YouTube and on Twitter and on Reddit and all this kind of, use them as a source, because that's source of information. That means you didn't know about it, but that could be a good play for you. Or that could not be a good play for you. At least you know about it, because let's say you jumped in something you didn't know. Oh, I remember watching the video. I didn't like it. Then you can kind of spread that. Not saying you didn't like the person, but I just wasn't interested in the project. If you guys are saying what's probably happened, there's less people doing videos now because they're afraid on what the backlash is. That's going to hurt you, because what's going to happen is there's a lot of good plays out there. They ain't going to do it. That's going to hurt you. I'm just telling you, if you hurt them, yeah, not me. I can take it. I can take it. Absolutely. I've been on for a long time, but the ones, that's why you got less people out there, because project may not do as well, and he gets killed. He ain't gonna do any more plays. That hurts you, because there's still some decent plays out there. People ain't touching them. There's one play I did, Swapify. That's actually not a bad play. Now, I understand they had the whole seed phrase and all that. Don't do all that. But that application, it could literally rival Uniswap. And it's under 800,000. That thing is probably worth $2 million right now. Like it wasn't for the. I'm just saying, not financial advice, but those type of plays, I ain't seen nobody doing no videos on them. And I think you would have more content on there. I think people are just don't want to deal with it. They don't want the backlash. What happens if it don't work out? It sounds good, and they don't want to do it, and that hurts you. That hurts you. That hurts the people. So before you going ham at the people, that's trying to like, hey, they're trying to inform you, whatever, or partnership, whatever, that kind of hurts you because then less information is not good. If I have less information about something, that's not good because I may not make a good decision because I don't have any information. So that's the thing about it. It's use it as a source. It's like a TV show. It's like a channel. Oh, let me see what he's working on today. It's like a channel. Then flick it off. But if you kill them, they're gonna go away or they're gonna do less. Look at some of the influencers out there. They were doing less videos on stuff. Now, some of them are rug pull. I get all that, but use it as a source. You don't gotta get in. A lot of you guys know how to research something. But if you kill them, and what's gonna happen is they're gonna stop doing on the good projects too because they just don't want to hear about it. So that's what I see. I see that. I see good influencers ain't doing no videos on nothing because they got worn out so bad they ain't doing it on the good projects. I don't see them doing it on a good project like the ones that you see. And the thing about it though, you need the information. You need that vault in your information. You need that sheet with those information. You need that ship information. You need it. And those projects need it too because they need the marketing. If I'm a project, I will have an influence. I will have a good influence doing videos at least once, twice a week, all the time. I don't care just to watch the paint dry. I got to have you to slap something out there to let somebody know about something. It's all about information, guys. All about content. We're in a content-driven society. If we're not getting it, we may not move at all, good or bad. We need information. If we stop getting information, we can start making. We may not make any good decision, or maybe we do, based off maybe you got enough information. So I'm just saying that's what I see. And then let's see, watch a tutorial stake sheet. I'm playing on leash and stake. Oh, okay, yeah, yes, leash is low too. I remember leash. Remember leash was like $2,000. Woo, yeah. I think I got leash at one time. I got leash when it was like 1,500. So I bought a little bit at the top, Oh, but I got out of it though. I did get out of it, and I made my money off Bone, so that did help. Okay, Avatar fan is a good entry point. It is. A lot of good plays are. A lot of them are good entry point. Avatar is a good entry point. A lot of them are. Oh, I'm sorry about this. How do you feel about Doge Chain and good Doge Chain project on Doge? I need to look more into the Doge Chain. I have not looked into it enough, but I definitely want to look more into the Doge Chain. I've been hearing some. I'm gonna be honest. I've been hearing mixed feelings about it. I've been hearing good and bad. I'm not saying anything wrong with it. I'm just saying I just been hearing mixed feelings about it. But hopefully that is good. Thank you, Adam. Oh, no problem. Sharing some alpha how to grow. I'm going to fight to end to help my bag grow. Absolutely. And I think the best way, you know what? I'm going to have a live on how to really, I wouldn't say raid, but how to create Twitter content. Because guys, when you're raiding people, I don't know if that completely, like, I think it's more like, I wouldn't call raiding informing, because if everybody just saying buy my stuff, I don't, I think that works with the crypto person that understand the process of raiding. But the person that is not into the rating, the new person, you're gonna scare them. I'm just saying, you may scare them a little bit. So I may have a comment. I like maybe the discussion of like how to just take a piece of content and just share it without spamming. And that's a good way to get yourself shadow banned on Twitter and Telegram and a lot of these other places. So it just gotta be like a soft shield, I should say, like a soft shield. Hey, I was just, I just ran across this opportunity. And then one thing is, listen, like if somebody posted something, read what they're saying. Let's say this influencer got 100,000, Twitter followers, and he's talking about, I'm going to the movies tonight with my wife. Don't say, hey, you need to buy my stuff. That doesn't make sense on what he's saying. How about this? Have a good time at the movies, and I hope you have a good time with your wife. When you come back, I would love you to take a look at this project. It's up 20%, and it's a good way of earning cash for you can go to the movies more often. You see how I kind of swing that in? Something like that. what happens is it shows sincerity. It shows that, hey, I actually give a shit about this guy. you know, not just spamming. Listen and respond. But like, yeah, have a good time at the movies. I seen Jurassic Park or Avatar. Maybe throw your experience and then kind of slide in what you're trying to share within it. I think you will get more a response better, and other people will start to be like, hey, that sounds pretty good. Because what's going to happen is you do that more often, you may get more traction and you get more responses. And then what happens is you're like, hey, dang, this person really, really shared this. Start thinking about how you would want to be, attacked. I always say attacked, but confronted. You won't nobody spamming all your stuff all the time. You don't even like them. Be like, I don't like these telemarketers. You don't even like them. So why are you doing it on everybody else? I think it should be chill squad, all that kind of stuff. Y'all need to learn how to really do it without like being spam. And I think you may get a better response. And then more people be like, hey, I may take a look at that. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. And because you're trying to build a relationship. If I'm shilling, or if I'm sharing, I should say sharing with John, I want to share John my experiences, but I want to understand what John is saying first, and try to mix that in with deep content. That's all I'm trying to say. Bull run will be okay. We'll say. Sorry, I'll get to that. I'm thinking about starting onto DCA on Tectonic. Okay. Did I get Tectonic? I did have Tectonic a while back. I'm really not informed what they are right now. You will probably have to tell me about that. I did have some Tectonic a while ago. I did sell out of that, but it was a while ago. Any gym to look out for? Man, there's a lot of them out there. Oh man, it's so many out there. There really are a nice, decent gyms out there. Yep, there's a lot of them out there. SHIB, realistically, zero. You're gonna have to wait on it for a minute. You have to wait on it. Could it happen? I don't see anyone soon. What is SHIB price? So SHIB is, let's take a look at their price. So how many zeros does SHIB has? They got what? Is that 5 zeros? 5-0, and you're saying, yeah, that's gonna be a minute, man. I don't see that happening next year. I don't see it happen unless they do some serious burn. Unless they burn the freaking castle, and that Shibarian is like the best thing since water was made. It was, I mean, that thing had to bring so much attention in. But think about what SHIB is, they reach so much higher. Even if they get to all-time high, that's still, does that get there? I don't even know if it gets to that price. Maybe it does. Maybe it gets close to that. I think SHIB in the future can get to those numbers. I think they still got so much supply to kind of deal with. I know they're burning their stuff and they're getting holders all the time. SHIB was like one of the best projects of getting holders. They get a lot of organic holders. SHIB is a machine. They don't really have to do a lot of pay marketing anymore. Like, I don't think they ever really did much pay marketing. Not much. SHIB is like, it's just a machine now. People know about it. It runs on itself, pretty much. It really does. I think SHIB just got to just ride the ship and continue producing. Now, SHIB can't get complacent and be like, hey, we can just sit here for X amount of months. Some people are going to be like, listen, I'm going to move my money over to Vault or somebody else. They can't get complacent. They got to continue being aggressive. I think SHIB could do more if they wanted to. They could do more, AMAs and more. I think they can get more if they wanted to, but I think they're more focusing on their utility. That's my guess. They could do a little bit more, but I think they choose to go a different route, and that's fine. They could do a little bit more. I mean, hey, every project can do more technically if you ask, and that's cool in the blue chips. I think blue chip projects could be more transparent, like, some of these projects, they blue chip, but you don't know much about them. You're just kind of like, you're kind of guessing, whatever. I mean, some of them, there's no community at all. They got a $1 billion market cap, and you're just kind of chilling. You're hoping it goes to 2 billion to get some profit here. So the gains is right now are in a community project. That's just my opinion. The big gains are in the community project, the main project. The more stable ones are in the blue chip projects. So it's good to have a nice balance of them. I prefer Bone more than SHIB just from market cap alone. Yeah, and also they have less supply too, and so their demand is going to go higher because they got less supply, and so Bone can kind of take off before SHIB because it just got less supply, so the demand is going to be there. So, and then a lot of people are going to buy Bone for, if that thing is going to be the engine or the key to the engine for that Shibarian. Oh yeah, Bone can really take off. Actually, the question over here, man, this guy asked about price. You're probably more looking about Bone. Bone is one of the most underrated projects in crypto. And to me, it's underrated. It's part of SHIB, so it's going to get a lot of attention, and it's got a less supply. And that demand, once that thing bro, like Bone is, I agree. Bone is definitely, it's not, SHIB is the king, but Bone is kind of like, he kind of like the King Jr. But I'll take King Jr., or King Senior, whatever. But Bone is good, man. Like, it definitely has that. When do you think the bull run will come? 2023. People saying 2024. I've been hearing people say 2024. 2023, we could have more of a rebound. We could be going through some things. I think we're gonna have a little bit of a pump in January and February. I don't know how that's going to be. It's going to depend on how the Feds and the inflation is. But people have been saying 2024, so that could be it. Because that could be the next one, 2024, like a real bull run. So I'm leaning towards 2024, like the bull run. But crypto is very unpredictable. That sucker can happen in any time, to be honest with you. It could just happen, I mean, it's all about news and speculation and stuff. Like I said, if Powell got onto the mic tomorrow and said the things that people want to hear in a positive way, market would be green. People would be buying Bitcoin out of their freaking bathroom. I mean, it's almost like the reinsurance. We need the signal. We need the back signal. It's almost like you need a signal. Money is there, man. Money is on the sidelines. It's there. And if I look at some of these projects, I was doing some research. I'll let you guys go on this. When I look at a project called the Cookie Protocol, nothing against the Cookie Protocol. The damn thing is $9 million market cap. You cannot tell me there ain't no money in crypto. Yes, Cookie Protocol is actually not a bad project. But the fact that it's called Cookie, it's $9 million market cap. That tells me there's still a $9 million market cap in a down market. That's why research is so important. People are looking at the red. Look at the market cap of some of these projects. Now, some of them are down. Some of them are actually doing all right for what they got. 9 million. That tells me there's a chance at the 100x project. I'm sorry that this is. They just need the momentum. It just needs to get the thing going. There's a chance at 100x project at any time. At any time. 100x, 10x, whatever. When I see things like a Cookie Protocol at $9 million market cap, that tells me something. There's money here. And I looked up, they ain't selling that. They ain't selling much of that. That tells me that the community projects are they here. They ain't going nowhere. Not anytime soon. And it does give your community and your meme coin a hold. BRL, I think you guys had a $1.8 million market cap. Is that right? 1.8? I think it's like 1.8, something like that. Which is not bad. Yeah, is it higher? Or you guys may be higher. No, they got 1.7 million dollar market. And damn Cookie Protocol's got 9 million. And oh, by the way, it was created, I believe, in December. That tells me BRL, you got a chance to get to 10 million. That tells you. Cookie Protocol may just got something that just attracts some people to be there. And so, yes, you can say, hey, if we 1 million, we can get to 10 million. We can get to 20 million. It's quite possible. It's all about finding what works and researching. If I'm you, I'd be like, Cookie, I'd be trying to actually, if I'm BRL, if I need these Project Hill, why not do a collaboration with Cookie Protocol? Find out what's happening. Why not? That's one of the things I would do. Do a collab. Do your research. Every project should have a person on the team. That's all he does. She does. She just researches other projects. And she finds out what works and what don't work. That's what I would do if I'm a dev. Your job is to research blue chip, every damn project, stocks too. Find out what they're doing. That's your job. And come back and report it to the meeting. We'll have a meeting every Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. Your job is just that. You research projects. That's all you do. That's all you do. You research me and you create meetings and collaborations. Not only do you research them, but you create collaborations, Twitter spaces with them. That's what that person just do. Research, get meetings. And then we talk, socialize, cut some deals. That's what I would do. I don't know why any project don't do that. I know I'm telling you guys my secrets, but that's what I would do. I would have a person, that's all that person does is just research. If it's something there that's nice, they set up a collaboration. And a lot of these projects will love it because they will love the engagement. They want to grow their base. Too many times we stay in our own little lane because we think ours is better than everybody else. But my thing is, somebody's always doing something better than you. Because Cookie Protocol at $9 million market cap, they doing something right. Why are they $9 million market cap? I know it may hurt you in the soul, but it's just true. Why? And the damn thing started, I think, December 1st. I think they started December 1st. So they're doing something right. Something's going on there that's working. Now, it could be some things that's a little shady, but at least you kind of know. But that's what I'm talking about. There are projects out there that you don't know that's doing well in that area. How in the hell that Cookie Protocol figure out we're going to be $9 million market cap? Before a lot of these projects I'm talking about right now, that I hear about all the time. Why? Because I think we get so enamored with our own stuff and we don't go out and look at other things. We got to stop this. My stuff is better than everybody else's. I would literally, if I'm a project manager, Dev, John, your only job is to research. And if they're good project that you think that we talked about, set up meetings. We would have meetings all the fucking time. Meetings and collaboration. Twitter spaces, Telegram spaces, Discord, all that stuff. Giveaways, make it all fun, like little juicy, give away some stuff. Absolutely. All the time. Because I'm going to be like, Cookie Protocol. So that's what y'all doing to get all these people up in here? And then I'll be like, John, write it down. Write that down. We can do that too. We don't have to do it the way they're doing it, but I'm like, that's a great idea. Think about this. People knock off these projects. I love looking at projects and doing content on because I learn all the time. Swapify has got some powerful things in there, actually swap, that not a lot of people know about. You know why? You're so focused on your own stuff, you forget about the fact that they're creating a really innovating swap. They got some things they got to tweak. I know the whole C phrase and things like that, but it's in the beginning stages. But the wallet itself is really, really good. It's an $800,000 market cap. That thing should be $2 million. It was $2 million about 2 weeks ago. I would have a board, even though I'm the dev of this one. I would have a board of all these projects. I will know what their weakness and their strength is. It's no difference, guys, when you're going out. If you're a coach, I know I'm staying a little bit longer. I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but I'll be back tomorrow because we're going to finish this conversation. It's almost like if you're out there and you're not competing against Dallas versus Tampa Bay, anything like that, but you're going to scout them. You're going to scout them. Why? Because you're trying to win. So let me take that back. You are trying to win. You're going to scout everything. Quarterback, defense. Why don't you do that in other projects? Why don't you scout? Why don't you find out what they do better than you? Why not? Because we are in a society of ours is better than everybody else's. It's ego, pride. It's pride. Cookie Protocol, $9 million market cap. There's several here, just not even $1 million, barely $1 million. That tells me something. They're doing something better than us. I'm not saying it's a better project, but they're doing something better. $9 million market cap, they're doing something. Apparently, shoot, we're in the game of we need the market cap up too. You know, we need that a little bit. But they're doing something better. And I'm just saying. And when I started this conversation about buy, sell, and hold, buy on something that's working. Now, obviously, it's you might want to get in Cookie Protocol when that thing was like $400,000 market cap, and that thing is $9 million. Yeah, that's why you do your research on some of these innovative projects. Guys, there's still gems out there. There's still gems. There's still gems that's like $50,000 market cap. Gems that's $400,000 market cap. Gems that's a $1 million market. They're there. They just haven't exploded yet. They haven't moved, but they're on their way. But you got to research them. I'm doing my best of trying to put stuff out there for you to look, not buy, but take a look at them. If you like it, go ahead and check it out. All my videos always say, look at the Telegram. I say, guys, don't buy it. Don't get into it. Look at the Telegram. Because the Telegram tells you if the Telegram is lit, then that's something to consider. You go on the Telegram, it's not lit. You know, because that's the first place of community. Obviously, the website, you can check out the utility, you can check out the wallets on Etherscan. I go look at the Telegram. That thing is lit and it's doing well. Okay. It is, because that's where people will go. Then I'm like, all right, this is all right. So I'll leave you guys with this. I will leave you this, is that every project more projects can succeed, but you got to do something different to be able to be successful. I will be a scout. Here's our 10 we're going to scout today. Here's the 10 we're going to scout tomorrow. We will be scouts, okay? Their staking is good. It's better than ours. And it's being transparent. And take the ego out. Their staking is just better. Or their NFTs looks better. Or their partnerships are just better. Or their influencers. They got all these influencers. And we got to get them. It's all about relying that, hey, I could be better. But you got to take off. I'm not going to say ego, but you got it. Because I'm not saying about ego. We got some really good community members and devs out there. And one dev that's really good is in Avatar 2 token. That dev is amazing. That dev, and also the dev at BRL. I love the dev at BRL, Steve Rocket Crypto. He is amazing. If I'm just talking about devs, if you want to work for it, invest into a dev, if that's your thing, this guy here and this guy here, I know them both. I work with them both. They're good. Steve Rocket Crypto in the Shiba days, And then Avatar, I've been working with him for a while. He is good. He's good, in my opinion. They're A pluses. They're A plus. Now there's other ones in here that I don't see, but there's other ones, good dams in here as well. I just don't see their stuff in here. But I just pointed them out. Is that yes? But why not be a scout? Be like, hey, you know what? We're looking at all these today and find out the pluses and minuses. Maybe have a board, get a spreadsheet, have your meeting, community members like, okay, Shiba, they do well on this. Okay, Dogecoin, they do well on this. Okay, Xenu, they do better than this. They don't do as well that I don't see. And guys, you can tell what they don't do and do well. Look, do the research. Join all their stuff. Join their Discord. Join the Telegram. Look at the wallets. Look at some of the marketing. Look at some of the YouTube videos. Look at it's all there. It's free. It's free. They don't charge. If you're good, you're going to see what you're good for. You're going to find out. You're going to find something. You may not find everything, but you're going to find some. Okay, so this is probably why they're really good at this. Why does Cookie Protocol got a $9 million market cap? I can't. You know what? They're not the only ones that's like that. There's several ones that you may not know got $10 million market cap in the down market. And people talking about, oh, well, I can't make. They making it work. $10 million market cap. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we ain't going down the market cap because we're going to be so freaking prepared. We ain't going down. I ain't going down. We ain't going down no damn. We ain't, no. Well, we will go down, but we're not going to go way down. Hell no. We may go down. We ain't going down. No way. We would be too prepared. We'd be too prepared. Yes, we could take a dip and all that kind of thing. We'll be too prepared. We'll be way prepared. We'll be having partnerships and collaborations and all this stuff. Come on in, Absolutely. We'll feel, no way. And the research I've seen, when I see Cookies Protocol, I just can't get over that. They're $9 million market cap. And some of these projects are just barely hanging on, and they've been around longer. I mean, and so that means they understand, they got the experience. I'm not knocking any of those projects. I'm not knocking. I'm just telling you the facts. I'm going to go to Cookie Protocol, and these hold on, let me show you. I got to show you. I got to show you guys. I'm going to show you, and then I'll leave you with that. I got to show you. Y'all think I'm lying here. I got to show you this because look at this. All right. So let me zoom in just a little bit. You think I'm lying? Cookies Protocol. Not actually higher than I thought. 9.5 million. They got 163,000 in liquidity, which is that's not bad. Actually, I thought that would be a little higher, but still. But the holders, that can't be. These fools got 1 million. Wait a minute here. Let's just find out. It says holder count 1 million. I'm gonna look at the contract. These motherfuckers got 1 million holders. How? That's why if I'm a project, how? How did you get? Let me make sure. Let me go back and see. When was this damn thing start? I think they were starting this in December. How was these? Okay, if I'm looking at the chart, it says December 1st. How? December 1st. These people got 1 million. Now, I don't know how they got 1 million. I would like to know if it's good or bad. I just need to know. That's what you guys got to look for. everybody's crying and waiting for buy the dip and all this other stuff. The smart ones are like, look 9.5 million cookies. It's a cookie. It's a damn cookie. It's a cookie. So, cookie. Yeah. And you know what? Huckleberry Inu, when I found them, they were at 12 million. Now they got whales in there, but still, they got a number of holders, but still, Huckleberry Inu, even at 4.8 million. Now they get SHIB rewards, but that's not that nah. Just SHIB rewards. There's other project that gives SHIB rewards, by the way. There's other project that does get SHIB rewards. Oh my God. So when people are talking about we're dead, go look at somebody who's saying, hey man, we're chilling. We got almost $10 million market cap in these conditions. Now, do you imagine if this market was better, Cookie would probably be a $200 million. Cookie could be like hundreds of $1 million market cap. Cookie, hundreds of millions. They're 10 now. So if the market was better, they could be 100. Oh my God. They found something and it worked. Either they recruited a bunch of whales, which, hey, that works. Or they gave cookies to people. Let's go real quick. I know I'm kind of getting more and more into this. I just gotta see this. Oh my God. We're gonna look at Cookie. All right. Huckleberry Inu was another one. In fact, guys, I bought Huckleberry Inu at actually I bought it at $4 million. And then it rised up to about 6 or 7, and I took some profit. Cook liquidity is low. Now that could be a weakness. Every project has a good and a weakness. There's no perfect project. Now Bitcoin ain't freaking perfect. Ethereum, none of those are perfect. None of them are perfect. That is a weakness spot. So they probably need to do something with that. Every project is a plus and minuses. And that's what you guys got to sit there and think. What's the weakness of BRL? What's the weakness? What's the strength? Well, the strength, you got a good dev. I do know Steve Rocket Crypto. Another strength, you do got a good community. You know, that's right there. And that's good. You gotta look at the weakness. And then you gotta be like, try to change the weakness a little bit. Yeah, I think it is, because I think that scares people off. That just scares people. I'm just telling you. I mean, that's just something that, everybody ain't going to try to rock with. Or if they rock with it, they only getting a little bit. They ain't going to go all in. They may not go all in. Just saying. I'm just saying. Now, let's look at the cookie. Now, the first thing I see, guys, is a damn cookie. I'm looking at $9.5 million. And the first thing I see is the freaking cookie. $9 million. And you see the background, it's a freaking kitchen. It's a kitchen. Stove. That's the first thing I see. Cooking in a stove, $9.5 million in these conditions. I don't care, man. You can find some good plays out there. Blue chip, meme, community, etc. This is unbelievable. Let's just go down. What is Cookie Protocol? The mother says freaking flower paper. Flower paper, guys. It's a nice touch, though. Flower paper? Come on. So, Cookie Protocol is developed by a smart motherfucker, Nicholas, a billionaire and initiator. His goal was to make digital world Now, already they got money, billionaire. So that's a positive thing. But it's not all about money. You can have a lot of money and don't do well. I've seen projects that they had a lot of money, but they just didn't have the vision. They were greedy. Just because you have money does not equal up to $9.5 million market cap. Corruption, greed, a bunch of stuff, bad management, all that stuff. So just don't get it twisted. So that's a positive to do. Now, we're able to create an age of individual through a system where people can trust each other completely. So, all right. And I'm still trying to figure out what the hell this thing really is. I'm still, I mean, it's, he started the project. I just feel $9.5 million and I still don't really know. Okay, Web3 thinking, similar with Web4 machine. Okay, so they're on Polygon, they're on Ethereum. Okay, that's a nice touch. Cookie Factory, okay, unique staking dApp, which allows you to earn USDC. That's a cool thing. People like earning USDC. Deposit a cookies protocol token and earn USDC with the option of withdrawing at any time. Okay, so they got staking. Will be released on the 14th. So they have that ready to go, I think. They said the 14th. I'm seeing more cookies. How to bake, which basically is how to buy or deposit. That's a nice truth. Guys, what they're doing is not really like, from what I'm seeing, they're not doing anything like just like legendary. They just seem, I got to do more research. I have to do more research. They got this going on here. They got development plan, which they're currently on still. They got partners. Okay, partners and supported platform. So they got that partner there. I'm not seeing anything that's just legendary. They've got some solid things in here. I just have to do more research of like, how in the hell did y'all get the 9.5 million? You got gingerbread houses and stuff, man. Listen, oh God. Now they got donation here. I do see cookie donation. The percentage of the sales fees from cookie related NFTs will be donated to. Okay, so they've got some donation companies there, I see. But anyway, I didn't spend much time on it. The bottom line is, from what we did, like a short review, we didn't dive into it. We still need to research of how the hell y'all get the $9.5 million. But to me, from what I've seen, it's clean. The whole cookie thing may attract people. It's colorful. I still do not know. But they're doing other things right. Just want to leave you guys with that, guys. Don't be afraid to dip your toe in the sea. If you are a dev or on a dev team, if you're an investor, if you're an influencer, whatever. Who's this person who just came in? What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Don't be afraid to do research, because you see stuff like this, and let me show you one more time. And somehow you see stuff like this. $9.5 million. People like cookies, but 9 million, you know what? They ain't moving. Now, one weakness I would say, okay, the liquidity is locked for 3 months. So that give you some stuff. The liquidity is not as much. So I would say that is something to look at. And then, I mean, the buys and sales, it hasn't been that bad. Some buys, sales, they actually been kind of about even. So they're getting people in, getting people out. Some of these are smaller sales, some are bigger sales. So I mean, for the most part, I mean, they're pretty solid. On USDC, they're probably trending on there. Probably. Let me see if they're trending. So then they might be trending. Okay. And this is USDC. They got Tailcoin on here, Banana. This is some solid project on USDC, by the way. And apparently this one right here. And let me just, the people in the back. Oh my God, 9.55 million. One last one, because someone mentioned Huckleberry. Let's go to Huckleberry. And you know, when I first saw, a friend of mine told me about Huckleberry Inu a few days ago when it was around this price. I jumped in at it, and I'm like, how in the hell is this thing higher still than other projects? Now, they got a good sized whale team. I just call them whales from different projects. But still, you're still 4.8 million. Now, they can kind of keep the floor pretty good. Huckleberry Inu, 4.8 million. You know, it's not always, guys, it's not in the name. It could be the name sometimes. Cookie, Huckleberry Inu. Sometimes it's just the plan. Like, you're like, you know what? We're going to be good at this thing, and we're going to do it really, really well. But the projects that are like, all right, we can at least improve some. Research them. If I'm you, Huckleberry and what's the other one? Freaking Cookies. Come on, be talking. I'm gonna talk. Yeah, we're collaborating immediately. Immediately. I gotta find out what's going on. Or if the dev just want to talk to the dev, you know, if you don't want to do all the collaboration, all that, yeah, somebody need to go over there and find out what's going on. It's like going across the street and seeing Johnny with the like he got all this new stuff all of a sudden, but he's not rich or anything, but he's getting all these new stuff, and you finding out that he's doing all these side works and chores and side opportunities that you didn't know about. Yeah, Johnny, he cleans up the attic at Mrs. Moran's house. He went overtime. He worked at the journal store, you know, and he also do stuff around the house. He washed all the dishes and washed all the pots and pans. And he finding out little Johnny's a hustler. Hustler. That's why you can bring all this stuff in here. Found out Johnny's a hustler. But the person across the street didn't know. He's just kind of sitting there like, how the hell are you getting all that? That man, he ain't rich. I know his daddy. Finding out, you did the research, Johnny is a hustler in a positive way. That's how he's able to get all that stuff. And then you're like, wow, I need to start doing my hustle on. All right, guys. Well, it's over for today. And I'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk more about like some shilling advice, things like that. How to, you know, approach, you know, a big influencer. We'll just talk about it. In fact, we'll go over some actually situation. Nah, not touching. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm telling you to research it. Then say to buy it. Research it. Find out what works. Not telling you to buy it. It's not about buying. Even though I started out buy, sell, or not, I wouldn't necessarily buy Cookies and Huckleberry Inu. Nothing against them. But I would want to know what they're doing right. But the more they're doing the research, see, here's the thing, guys. The more you do the research you like, you can be like, I think I may need to buy a little bit. Because you find some things out. I'm not telling you. That's why it's good to do the research. Because then you'll be like, and you finding out they're building this, and it's come. You're like, I got to get in. And that's the thing. Nobody knows about it. And all of a sudden, you look up, you're like, these fools at a $30 million market cap in these damn conditions. How in the hell? But hidden gems, I'm going to be looking for a couple of hidden gems that's under 100,000 that I think you can do well. I like finding those gems in future blue chip gems, future really good community gems. I think there's blue chip gems that's under a low market cap that will explode in the future. So yeah, I enjoy looking at them. It's like it's an art. But it's hard to find them, man. Like, oof, woo, they're hard to find them. They're hard to find. But I'll leave you on this note, guys. Just don't always dismiss anything. Just consider looking to it. Don't necessarily buy it. Like I tell you, I wouldn't. I did buy Huckleberry. I did when it was 4 million. But based off my research, I kind of felt they were gonna move up a little bit. So I jumped in a Huckleberry. They got to 7 million. I took some profits. That's how I did that thing. So I looked into it. I'm like, these people, it's gonna move up a little bit. And they did. They actually, I got out when it was like 6.5. So technically 1.7. So I got in a low 4.6. A little short, little play, a little bit. I got some Shiba too, because you get Shiba rewards. And that was one reason why I kind of like, you know what? I'll rock with you guys a little bit, get in a little bit, get out. But I mean, you know, that's how you got to do it. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to try to come in maybe the morning, afternoon, but we'll be back. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. And we got more to talk about. We're going to probably talk about a little about Twitter. Maybe we'll go through a couple of accounts, and because no one really telling y'all this. No one's showing y'all this. I think it's just time. Everybody want to go through the news and break down the charts. That's fine. I could do both of those things. I could break down the chart and go through the news. But there's so many people doing that. I want to do something different. Storytelling, show you guys what I'm seeing, show you guys, hey, this may be decent. You know, I tell you my mess ups. I screwed up a lot. Well, not a lot, but I screwed up. But maybe tomorrow we'll look at a couple of Twitter accounts and I kind of show you guys, hey, you know, this is how you may want to approach this big influencer. You may get a response. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.